Warm-hearted viewers, this is Healthy Living on Supreme Master Television. Today we are honored to feature Mike Anderson, author of the book The RAVE Diet and Lifestyle, on our program. The term RAVE is an acronym which stands for No Refined Foods, No Animal Foods, No Vegetable Oils, and No Exceptions, and Exercise. He is also the producer of 3 superb films on health and eating: Healing Cancer from Inside Out, 8 Minutes, and Eating. Mr. Anderson's works examine the overwhelming evidence that following a plant-based diet leads to a life of overall excellent health.
My father died of cancer. My stepfather died of heart disease. My mother has severe osteoporosis. My sister-in-law is diabetic. A friend of mine was just diagnosed with breast cancer. My neighbor's on heart medicines and cholesterol-lowering drugs. All this sound familiar? What's not so familiar is that these health problems were caused by eating habits. In fact, eating is the biggest cause of disease, disabilities, and death in the U.S. today. And according to the Surgeon General, eating kills 2 out of 3 Americans every year.
Mike Anderson, during his early 50s, decided it was an appropriate point in his life to take some time for introspection. He began to read such books as the acclaimed Diet for a New America by vegan, meaning an animal-free diet, advocate John Robbins. From his readings, here is what he concluded.
My God, I've stumbled on this big secret that you can reverse diseases with simple changes in diet. And to me, I'd never heard this before. Of course, my field is in computers, and so no reason for me to hear about it. But I said, my God, this should be headline news. I should be knowing about this instead of all the drug discoveries and everything, because you can reverse heart disease, for example, with simple changes in diet. You can reverse type 2 diabetes in 1 or 2 weeks very easily with just simple diet. You can reverse cancers. You can reverse virtually any degenerative disease, and that's what's killing 80% of the population right now is degenerative diseases.
An animal-based diet can lead to serious and fatal illnesses.
When people in other parts of the world abandon their traditional plant-based diets and start eating like Americans, they start dying like Americans. The pattern is not only obvious, but totally predictable. No matter where you look, when people adopt animal-based diets, heart disease and cancer suddenly become their biggest killers. This is now happening throughout the world in countries like Japan and China, where they're replacing rice and vegetables with meat and dairy products. And American eating diseases are spreading like wildfire. The one thing an animal-based diet does best is kill people. It does this by clogging arteries and restricting the flow of blood and oxygen throughout the body. Deprive the heart of oxygen, you get a heart attack. Deprive the brain of oxygen, you get a stroke. Deprive your tissues and cells of oxygen, and you set up the underlying cause of all cancers.
If we make our diet free of animal products, diseases will disappear.
Virtually all of heart disease is caused by diet. And now heart disease, or cardiovascular disease, that means clogged blood vessels throughout the body. Heart disease is just one subset of cardiovascular disease. Type 2 diabetes, 100% caused by diet. 100%. And you can, how do we know this? We can reverse it with diet, and very easy. It's been shown time and time again. It's been proven. Now, there is a cure for diabetes. I'm here to tell you, give me any diabetic, and I will reverse it. Get them off insulin.
You can completely heal diabetes, and very, very quickly.
In most cases, 5 to 7 days. We have a few cases that are particularly severe, It might take 2 weeks.
We find in 5 to 7 days someone with type 2 diabetes, if they eat a 100% plant-based diet, they're no longer on insulin. I haven't seen that not happen.
Osteoporosis is another one. Our acidic diet essentially uses up the calcium in our bones. That results in osteoporosis. Cancer is another one. We shouldn't have any cancer. Our bodies are capable of handling toxins in the environment. Genetics only accounts for a couple percent, and even genetics can be trumped by diet. Bad genes don't express themselves, in other words, with a good diet. With a bad diet, they're going to come out and play.
When we return, Mr. Anderson will share more with us about the medical evidence that shows the tremendous advantages of keeping a vegan diet. You are watching Supreme Master Television.